The time now in Trinidad and Tobago, it is 17 minutes after 2 p.m. It's Thursday, 27th July, 2023. Nice weather so far. We say thank you, Lord, for such great weather, for all of us to perform our duties, perform our labor of love, and enjoy this life that you gave to us. We have to take good care of it. And speaking of good care about our lives, why not listen for the next hour as we have the specialist with respect to naturopathy, Dr. Batson, online with us. This afternoon, he's going to be talking about support your health naturally. And we anxiously await what topic or topics he would like us to discuss this afternoon. Very good afternoon, Dr. Batson.
Good afternoon, DJ Mamu, the Honorable. How are you doing, sir?
Well, when I see you, Doctor, I feel like all my worries just disappear.
Yeah, good, man. Like that. That's something good.
If I have any worries, if
you have any. Okay, good. So let me say a pleasant good afternoon, as usual, to the listeners of DJ Mamu Radio TT.com. Always a pleasure to be in your company on a Thursday. It was unfortunate I wasn't with you guys last week. We had it last week. As I told someone, last week was the week. They have a saying, when anything could go wrong, went wrong. That was last week.
I could imagine.
Yeah, it was the vehicle. It was something with air condition. It was some next thing. It was next thing with home. It was rain. It was something. But God is good. So,
Jason, you have a what you call an East Indian background in your family, right?
Yes.
Side, right?
Yes.
Right. So therefore, you would perhaps know a little something about graph.
Graph. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a graph for real. Yeah, correct. Yeah, last week like it was a graph. I do exactly so. Precisely. I'll deal with that. And of course, we're discussing health from a natural and integrated perspective. Keep in mind we are live on our social media platforms. Let me say a pleasant good afternoon to some of our listeners already on our Instagram. Miss Jennifer Valentine out there in Texas. Miss Annette Skinner, 602. She says good afternoon. Miss Patrina Braffett Garcia, good afternoon to you. We're also live on our Facebook. On Facebook, we are Batson and Associates Limited. We have Miss Nicola Hurd. A pleasant good afternoon to you. She's actually from Antigua. Always, an ardent listener of us. Miss Alberta Francis, she says, pleasant day, Doc. Satan trying to steal your joy. Yeah. And we didn't let that happen. We didn't let that happen at all. Right? Keep in mind, we're also live on our TikTok. On TikTok, we are Batson and Associates Limited. And of course, on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. So, of course, we are joined this evening with DJ Mamu on DJ Mamu Radio TT.com. So, those of you, remember to like us, share us, tag 5 friends. And of course, share the message that we helping persons to understand today as it relates to health and good health at that, because all of us would want to have good health. We discussed arthritis, and that is what I'm going to discuss today, because so many individuals have problem with pain. Sometimes you have a knee pain, you have a back pain, you have a neck pain, you have a waist pain, you have a shoulder pain, and you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you that you have arthritis. So of course the question is, what really is arthritis to begin with? Who gets arthritis? Are there foods that could make your arthritis worse? What do we at Batson Associates do to correct or reverse arthritis? So can you reverse arthritis? I always tell people you can reverse anything. But the matter is, of course, to deal with the root cause of the problem. Because arthritis is a secondary situation which has a primary cause. So the objective, of course, is to determine where did this cause come from. Okay? So, of course, again, keep in mind we are live on our social media platforms. Ms. Jennifer Valentine says, good afternoon, Dr. Batson and all associates. It's nice to have you back. Through God, all things are possible. Thanks so very much. I second you with that, my dear. Ms. Heather Lawrence, a pleasant good afternoon to you. And as well, to keep in mind our locations and telephone numbers. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks Building in Montrose, Chaguanas. That telephone number for Chaguanas is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. And that office is located on the first floor of Money Talks Building in Montrose, Chaguanas. If you need to get information on the products and services at Batson and Associates, and that is the telephone number, you're located in the central area. Chaguanas would be most likely the office you'd like to attend. Okay. The number for Debe is the corner of Ramseywood Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. And of course, we have a question from Ms. Nicola Hurd. And I'm going to answer a question because I saw it last time and for some reason it slipped me to answer. Ms. Hurd asked, what are your thoughts on saffron and who should take it, when and why? Okay, I am a big advocate of saffron, but keep in mind, saffron is not turmeric. People confuse the both. So turmeric is the one that resembles ginger. That's the one that is in the ground. That is turmeric. And then saffron is actually a stamen of a flower. So saffron is actually one of the most expensive herbs. If you get authentic saffron, it is going to cost you some money. And it is a very good thing to do because it is anti-inflammatory. It has a lot of different benefits in it for the human body. Anyone could use it. What I suggest, though, is that, well, not children, of course, or pregnant and nursing women, but adults could use it, male or female, and it's normally recommend you use like maybe about a quarter teaspoon in some hot water, and you mix it and you could drink it that way. Right? And of course, that has numerous benefits. It's good for circulation, it's good for inflammation, that type of thing. But keep in mind the difference between turmeric and saffron. Because I know a lot of people just make that little error. I'm not saying that that is the case with you, but I'm just enlightening you accordingly. Okay? If you, of course, international and you need to have a consultation, you need to get any of the products that we have exclusive to Batson Associates, like our Nerve Restore, our Optimizer, our Blood Sugar Complex, and so many other products that we carry, you can WhatsApp us or message us on our international number. That number, of course, is 868. That's 868-373. 868-373-2388. So again, that's 868-373-2388. You're listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates, where we support your health naturally. Of course, we're going to go over to DJ Mamu now. We're going to remind you guys of those telephone numbers and the WhatsApp that you can get us on, because keep in mind the program is interactive. We're discussing arthritis and arthritis pain in the body. Over to you, DJ Mamu.
Thank you, Dr. Jason Batson. This is the program Support Your Health Naturally, a weekly program aired on djmamuradiott.com around this time of afternoon. And for those of you who would like to call in and pose your questions to the doctor, it's very simple. 868-337-2287. That's for local listeners. You can also use that same number as your WhatsApp call. And for international listeners, it's 1-868-337-2287. Make your calls now and get in contact with Dr. Jason Batson. Well, tell you something, Doctor. Yesterday I visited your office.
Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious. And the appointment was for 1 o'clock.
Mhm.
I saw the back of the office there, about 50 people waiting on you.
Yes. Yeah.
Why you have these, Doctor? Why you have these people suffering since 1 o'clock?
Oh Lord, no, that was not purposeful suffering, boy. Yeah, I actually had a client who had, the thing is, I told somebody recently that people think COVID finished, but COVID didn't really finish, you know. I had someone to deal with who had a little COVID situation. They had gotten COVID like about 3 times, and then they had a situation, it looked like they get 4 times. So, it was a kind of emergency, so I had to do a little kind of zigzag cross and then come across. So that's why that happened there. But now we have some things in place, especially with the consultants. The day when I am there, that is the day, and then we had some walk-ins, we had extra people, that type of thing. But we were able to finish everybody in fair enough time, and they get some little cup of tea and some different things. So they were quite appreciative, and they start the journey in terms of getting results.
The amazing thing about you, Dr. Jason Batson, is that I was there sitting, waiting on you, like other patients coming into the, well, customers or whatever you want to call them. And I was hearing them saying, I could see that lady, but I want to see the doctor. I want to see the doctor.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to the dentist and you have a toothache.
Yeah.
And sometimes you forget if you really had a toothache.
Exactly so.
It's psychological.
Psychological, definitely. The mind plays a significant. And then when people, and that is why we use the colors that we use at Batson and Associates. The offices is not painted in those colors accidentally. Those were deliberate. We use the greens, we use the yellows, we use the orange, because what those things actually do is make you start to feel good one time. It start to brighten up your day. It is only the hospital is painting the wall white,
Look at it from this perspective, doctor. With your eyes being the windows to the world.
Yes.
When you look at something that's attractive and it feels good to look at,
yes,
immediately your body reacts to it.
Correct.
So that is a very good thought you put in place. Colors have a lot to do with helping you ease your pains.
Exactly.
You get a little gain.
Again, exactly. Yeah. And it's very uplifting. Green is life and that type of thing. So immediately, just from the color perspective, we start to help our clients rejuvenate and get better and that type of thing. One of the things too, because I have a question here from Justice Dilemma. They ask the question, pleasant good afternoon. Will you recommend a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar daily, mainly for weight loss? I'm a huge advocate of apple cider vinegar. Huge. The only thing with apple cider vinegar, you do not allow apple cider vinegar to come into contact with your teeth too often. Because remember, apple cider vinegar has in it something known as acetic acid. And acetic acid has a lot of benefits. However, it is not beneficial to enamel. So you don't want it to touch your teeth. So when you use an apple cider vinegar, you should dilute it in water. What I normally recommend, I don't even use it in water alone. I find in water it's still a little too pungent for me personally. So I normally mix it either with, there's a product we carry at Batson Associates. I either mix it with the inflammation formula, the advanced chlorophyll, or I also mix it with the resveratrol complex. So I find with that, it tends to be very easier on the stomach and it does what it needs to do. It helps you to deal with certain things. So I'm a big advocate of that. You go right ahead. Okay? It's also very good for diabetes as well.
Doctor, the one that you prescribed for me was the one with the mother in it.
Correct. You want the one with the mother, not the sister or the daughter. The one had to have the mother in it.
That's the father.
Not the father. All right. Let me say a pleasant good afternoon to Miss Marcia Letrin. She says, good afternoon, Dr. Batson Associates. Welcome, blessings to you, all the love in the house. Someone is asking a question. He says, good afternoon. What is the benefits of Santulan as it relates to arthritis? And interestingly, earlier I was speaking about Santulan. Remember, Santulan is a 7-channel detox, which means Santulan cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So it means that if you have problems with energy, low energy, if you have low blood count, well, then you can't use Santulan. We have to give you something else. We have to fix that blood count, and then you could use Santulan. But Santulan, as I said, is a 7-channel detox. It cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So therefore, it is very important that you use that. So for example, if you have a problem with migraines, Santulan is going to help you. You want to lose weight, you find you have problems with weight loss, especially by your stomach area there. Santulan is going to help you. You have a problem with your cardiovascular system. In terms of angina, you have problems with blocked arteries. Santulan is going to help you. That's one of the things that we're going to put in the protocol, simply because Santulan is a 7-channel detox. What does that mean? It cleans and detoxifies kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So anyone who has problems with pain, arthritic pain, joint pain, back pain, waist pain, knee pain, that is as a result of what? Inflammatory response in the body, inflammation. So what Santulan is going to help together with the Alkagen water is actually bring or lower the inflammation safely out of the body. It doesn't behave like steroids. I am not the greatest advocate of steroids, and I always tell people that in emergency, if you have a lot of pain and you have no choice, well, then you might take one. But it's not something you want to use long term, simply because the ramifications and the side effects are too much, especially for your kidneys and your liver. Always remember, you have to remember, anything that you take medication-wise, always remember, three of your organs in your body: your colon, your kidney, and your liver. You see those three fellas? You have to take very good care of them. And a lot of the times, a lot of the medication that you can be taking, as opposed to actually taking better care of yourself, better lifestyle, drinking more water, start doing a little brisk walking, those things could negate and lessen the amount of medication that you use. And that in itself is even beneficial to someone who wants to maintain proper kidney health, especially if you're diabetic and if you're hypertensive. If you have high blood pressure, you want to make sure and get that high blood pressure under control as natural as possible. Why? If you do not do that, you're going to end up with kidney or renal failure, which means you're going to end up on a dialysis machine. And that is something you do not want. You do not want that. So feel free to give us a call or visit. We have persons standing by to take your calls. Keep in mind, we have that package with the blood analysis, the tests. So you can also call with that. You said something, DJ Mamu?
Yeah, I have a question here, but when you complete
Okay,
what
good.
you're saying,
right? So of course, call those telephone numbers again for the Shogunas office. It's 222-8261. That's 222-8261. You can get information or get your Santulan as well as your Alkagen water. Keep in mind, you cannot use Santulan if you are anemic, if you have not done a cleanse in years, and you do not drink water. If you do not drink water, if you have not been drinking, your body weight divided by 2 in ounces, do not use Santulan. Start the Alkagen water first, do it for like 2 weeks, and then do the cleanse. You're going to get maximum benefit that way. Good? So again, those telephone numbers, Shogunas is 222-8261. Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. That telephone number is 220-8113. And of course, Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number is 226-4553. Again, that's 226-4553. International clients, you can get us on 868-373-2388. Again, that's 868-373-2388. Miss Nicola has a question. She said, I heard you mention earlier kids can take resveratrol. At what age can they start, and would they see benefit at such an age? I would recommend resveratrol for children from 4 years and up. 4 years and up. I know of a very good friend of mine. She was actually a mentor of mine. And she was involved in a nutritional company for years. And she actually used resveratrol with her children together with, there was a vitamin C product they had, and they also had a product called, it was a product for mine. I think, I can't remember the name of it. But the thing is, she gave her children that from very young. And of the 5 children she made, 4 of them are PhDs. That's just to tell you, 4 of them, yeah. And it's because she made sure they had an excellent foundation where nutrition is concerned. You see, the thing is, parents always want their children to do well. All of us, you want your children to do well. But the thing is, you have to understand that you have to feed these children and make sure they eat well, especially for their nerves, so that they can do well and maintain doing well, especially academically. Children can get very frustrated academically if you do not feed them well, because their nerves would not be able to take the level of stress that they have to go through. Remember, they're going to be studying for hours. They're going to be getting less sleep. They're going to be under stress, especially children who have SEA to write, children who have CXC, different, this thing, what they call it now, the one after CXC, university, whatever the case may be. Once you're doing that amount of work, you have to put things in place and put back things in the body. We have a call, DJ Mamu, a question?
Yes, a question and also a message which says that this person visited your office when was yesterday.
Okay.
A young lady, and but she didn't give her name. She says here, and you're a really great guy. You're very handsome, and you're really down to earth.
Thank you.
Got a good look at you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right.
Don't do it always.
Always, yeah.
Always.
And you'll go very far with that, doctor. You will go very, very far with that. You're already 14 years in the business.
Yes, sir.
Best you that you can make 14 times 10.
Yes, sir.
With this grace, you could change the dynamics of health in this country.
Definitely, definitely. Yes.
Mr. Rad says here, what types of arthritis do men suffer with, and how does it develop into the system?
Okay,
How
good
was
question.
it?
The thing is, as it relates to arthritis, you have different types of arthritis. Men can get any type, as well as women. There's no form of arthritis, I believe, that is going to be isolated to women alone, unless it's arthritis of a particular organ that females alone have that men do not have. But generally, all arthritis. So you have rheumatoid arthritis is the, excuse me, is the form of arthritis that is most common. Rheumatoid arthritis. That is actually parasite in your bones. So that's the arthritis that is most common. Osteoarthritis is arthritis, but it is arthritis where you actually have bone density issues. So it is easy for you to damage yourself. So somebody who has osteoporosis or osteoarthritis could actually fall and break their hip. That's why a lot of elderly people, when you see they fall, they have to have hip replacement surgery because their bones are so disintegrated that when they fall, the bones get damaged so badly that the doctors have no choice but to actually put in steel and certain things inside of it to reinforce the body. That, of course, is something that you can avoid as you get older if you basically feed your bones the way that they're supposed to be fed. Now, a lot of people do not understand that your musculoskeletal system or your bones actually have blood passing through them. Remember, all red blood cells are produced where? In your bone marrow. So your bones actually what produce red blood cells. So in order for your bones to be healthy, you need to ensure that you do what? You hydrate. CMOS, I'm a big advocate of CMOS for bones. I'm telling you, if you have a bone problem, get yourself some CMOS. And we do carry CMOS at Batson and Associates in large amount as well, a very good quality. We get CMOS from a number of different countries, the Caribbean primarily, and it's bone-dried CMOS, so it's a good quality. It yields well, and it's not expensive. It's actually one of the most reasonable products we have at Batson Associates. But what I could tell you is the benefit that you get in holistically in the body is amazing. What CMOS? Listen, CMOS is excellent for your intestines. So it actually helps with the lining of your gut. CMOS is very good for your bones. It is very good for your eyes. It's very good for your skin. It's very good for your muscles. It's very good for your hair. So get yourself some CMOS. Those of you overseas, if you want some proper CMOS, let Batson and Associates sort you out. You can give us a call. Those international clients, that number again is 868. That's 868 373 2388. Again, that's 868 373 2388. You have a question, DJ Mamu?
Yes. So this gentleman says here, my name is Gary Dasau, and I'm due for heart surgery very soon, but I suffer with sciatica. Is there any way you can help with the sciatica, or at least prevent from going and get this operation?
Okay, yeah, definitely, man. Now, the thing is, we deal with a lot of people with cardiovascular problem. I don't know what is your cardiovascular issue. If it's angina, I don't know if it is a valve replacement. What is he saying?
He's going for triple bypass.
Triple bypass?
Yeah.
Man, we are thing to clean up arteries, man. The thing is, let me explain something to you with blocked arteries. Blocked arteries. So if you do a triple bypass, if you do a bypass, or you do a quadruple bypass rather, it should be a life-saving surgery. I believe those surgeries should only be done in emergency, in all honesty, because there are natural things that could actually clean your arteries. There are people who have bought echocardiograms, EEGs, and angiograms for us. We had them here. We put them on a program. 6 months after, go and do it over. All the arteries clear. Significant reduction of medication. The person's blood pressure started to read exceptionally well. Blood pressure read better, blood sugar read better, and they did not have to do the surgery. So I always tell people, do the less invasive thing, because our surgeries are invasive thing, remember? And then depending on your age, you recuperate, your post-op recuperation and things. Those are a lot of things you have to take into consideration. So I would suggest you could call us, you could schedule a consultation with myself. I will make myself available. You bring all your blood tests and you bring your stuff, and let's start to give you some help. Excuse me. Again, so I don't know which area he's from, but of course
he's from South.
South. Okay, so
Actually, I met a guy, right? So
uh-huh.
just I met him and we were talking about health and so on. He listened to the station, and then I
Mhm.
told him, "So why don't you call it?" He said, "Well, sometimes he'll be afraid." You know,
He does be afraid now. Tell him, don't afraid, man. Dr. Batson is a down-to-earth, normal person, man. You come and sit down and I will talk to you.
I told him just send me a reminder, and I
Yeah.
just convey the message directly
Good.
to you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And the good thing about it, I'm actually in Debe this Saturday. So I'm working Debe office this Saturday. So this Saturday, God's willing, I'll be in Debe from 11 till maybe about 6.
11 to 6.
11 to 6.
You heard that. From 11 to 6, doctor will be in the Pinal area, so perhaps you can take a drive up and go visit him.
Yes.
And see what he can do.
What I could do, yes.
Before you go under that
knife there. The telephone number for Debe is 223. That's 223-7515. 223-7515. So you could call and speak to Miss Roma and tell Miss Roma you want to see Dr. Batson. Bring all your blood results to me. Bring every single test you ever do. Every test you have. Bring it for me one time. Okay, and let's see how best we can help you.
Next we have Shardar Salik.
Right.
Hello, Mr. DJ. Good afternoon. Listening to your station and to that doctor. I've been listening to him for a number of years on other radio stations. This guy really knows his stuff. And I'm beginning to get pains in my legs. And is it because of age or what is it?
Mm-hmm.
Can the doctor give me an idea as to what is happening at age 56?
Mm-hmm. So he said, repeat that. What is he having?
No, a woman.
A female. Okay, my apologies. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Pain in the lower extremities, and she's 56. And what you think could be coming on to, is it like what you call it?
Postmenopause? It could be if she's getting pain. A lot of women, when they're going through early signs of premenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, perimenopause, as they call it, they could have problems with a lot of burning in the legs, a lot of pain, a lot of weakness, muscular weakness in the legs. And I know that's something that we do a lot of work with at Batson Associates, women with PMS, issues associated with problems with sleep, issues associated with a number of problems with even hot flashes, so women as well who have those issues, that is something we deal with at Batson Associates. We love to do the blood analysis in the case of that, because the blood analysis really gives us a key insight into a number of different issues in the body. And those issues have to do a lot of the times with poor circulation, pins and needles, cramping in your cars, burning on their feet. And it's just a matter of us now doing the blood analysis, determining the root cause of the problem, and then working with it. But there isn't any issue that we have ever got with any clients that we couldn't tell them what it was. The only challenge I have sometimes, and I've never had this challenge quite often, is if people wait too long to come to us. And you usually find that with cancer patients and kidney patients, because the thing is, we could treat you, we could help you, but I like to get kidney patients before they go on dialysis, so we could try our best to help you not to end up on dialysis. Because when you end up on dialysis, dialysis is not a nice thing. It is a way of existence, but it is not a nice thing. It is not a nice thing. I wouldn't wish that on anybody that's not my favorite person. It really, really has a lot of serious ramifications. So take care of your kidneys. If you know you are hypertensive, I am appealing to you. Take care of yourself, or you're going to have a kidney problem. Yes, DJ Mahu.
Vishnu says, could prostate cancer be, I would say, cured?
Reverse?
I would just reverse?
Yeah.
Or you need to do surgery for it?
No, reverse. There's a client I'm dealing with right now. I'll give you an example. When they measure volume is measured in cc's, right?
Yeah.
The normal prostate size supposed to be about, if memory serves me right, I don't want to say it incorrect, but let me give you a range. It could be anywhere between 30 cc's to maybe about 70 cc's. I stand corrected, but I know I'm somewhere around there. There's a gentleman that I'm dealing with currently. When he came to me, you know how much his prostate was? 254 cc's. That's madness.
Wow. So he had so much water.
He had not only, he had a lot of, that is a lot of inflammation in the prostate. His prostate was basically enlarged, swollen. Yeah. We have been working with him for exactly maybe a year or a year and 3 months now. He would have done, because every 6 months he would have done it. So he would, so let's say 1, 2, yeah. So a year and something. He would have done 2 CTs over for us. You know, as the prostate reached, we went from 250 something to 190 something the second time. I think it was 195. We moved from 195 to 150. And just recently, we moved from 150 to 121. You know what the urologist tell him? The urologist say he never see that in his life yet. He don't understand what happened there. And I told him, I said, when we finish, because we didn't finish with him yet, he had to run the protocol again, and then in 6 months, he had to go and test. I telling you, when he go and test, he prostate normal size. And this is a man, they told that he has to cut his prostate off. Yeah, I said, no, brother, man. I say, as a married man, one, if you want proper male function, you don't remove your prostate. I don't care what a doctor tell you. I argue with, of course it would, of course that is going to affect, it's going to affect your sex drive, it's going to affect your male function, that is going to affect your penis. Your penis is going to shrink. I'm telling you. So don't let anybody mama guy and tell you about, oh, no, brother, man. No. We're not going through that. There are too many things. And you know what is something I always tell people? Castor oil and coconut oil. You take a tablespoon of castor oil, a tablespoon of coconut oil, you mix it together and you heat it. Men, let me tell you something. You start heating that and take that oil and you're rubbing it. We all always big people here. You're taking it and you're rubbing it between your legs. Right? Massage it between your leg, all by a scrotum there, by a private and thing. Fellas, always start doing that and I'll go tell me something. All you talking about erectile dysfunction and your private thing, you do that, you'll see something. Because let me tell you something, what castor oil does, castor oil is a lymphatic cleanser, you know. So the castor oil is go in, you see all the fine blood vessels by your private part there, close to your scrotum and your penis and thing, that actually go inside of there and clean out that and improve the circulation. So fellas, handle yourself. That was one of the things, castor oil and coconut oil. Black Jamaican castor oil and coconut oil. A tablespoon, 1 tablespoon. Mix it together, you heat it a little bit, so not to burn, so it will be warm, and you do that. If you have any problem with urinating, burning when you're urinating, that type of thing, you do that. There's a product we carry at Batson Associates called Prostate Formula, and we also have Prostate Tea. Man, you get that magic. And fellas, I didn't forget all, we have some new things coming. The first person I had to make sure, well, I had to get my set first, but I had to make sure DJ Mamu get right after me. He can't get before me. I had to get first.
The boss had to get first.
Yeah. But I tell you all, fellas, that's what I just told all of them. Watch me. Amazing. Watch me. That man, he said, Dr. Batson, I know you tell me I help you, but he didn't believe that. I tell you, we moved from 254, you know, to 130 something. I am sure by the time he under 100. When I think his next evaluation will be by the end of the year. We're coming up to the 6 months. So any prostate problem that you have, once you haven't been cut, you see, if you get cut, there's a difference, you know. Remember, what a lot of people do not understand, that once you go into the body and you do surgery, a lot of the times these cuts are going to affect what? The nerves. And when you cut a nerve, that is the day. The nerve is very difficult to rejuvenate and recuperate itself and that kind of thing. But in that, what I told you with the castor oil, even women, ladies, and this again is not trying to be facetious or rude or, you know, inappropriate anyway. Women with your breast and all and breast cancer, that same castor oil and coconut oil, you take that and rub it on their arm and put it on your bust itself. You're not putting it on the nipples, just the bust alone. And that as well is a lymphatic drainage to help to remove things from the breast to prevent you from actually getting lumps and different blockages in the breast itself. And a lot of people don't know that.
Are you saying, doctor, if the ladies were to take the same castor oil and the coconut oil and rub it in their private area, they'll get what you call a different sensation, or they'll get a...
Well, the thing is, in this particular case, we're looking at women using it on their breast itself, the bust, as well as under the arms. You see, the thing is, remember, when women diagnosed with breast cancer And whenever they have to do surgery, they always remove lymph nodes from where? Under the arms.
Under the arm.
Right.
Under the arm, yeah.
Your lymph nodes, remember your lymphatic system is the immune system, or major part of the immune system, but your lymphatic system is responsible for cleaning the cardiovascular and the circulatory system. So it means now, because a lot of women would use roll-ons and different things like that, when you use the castor oil actually cleans under the arm. It cleans out the lymph nodes. So it prevents you from getting problems with breast cancer. All women who end up with breast cancer and lumps in their breast is because underneath, what happened, the lymph nodes were not breathing. They were not cleaning the body as it's supposed to. So that is one of the things that you do as regards to that castor oil and coconut oil. It's amazing what that could do for the body. It's a very, very good thing to do. Very, very good thing. So again, very quickly, those telephone numbers and locations. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. That telephone number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is the corner of Ramsey-Mooch Trace and the Ramsey-Mooch Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. That telephone number for St. James is 220-8113. So you could get your blood analysis done, get your magnetic resonance analysis done, get that entire package done so that we can actually sort you out and now give you the results that you're looking for. Pleasant good afternoon to Mr. Kyle Thomas, Miss Pearl Posada. She says, hi, Dr. Batson. How are you doing? Evening. God bless you always. Thanks so very much. Miss Anne-Marie Julian. She said, great advice for the men. Miss Melissa Richards says, very, very informative, Dr. Batson. You're welcome, my dear. Yeah, because ladies, this lump thing, this lump in the breast situation, you don't want that. You don't want that. And the reason why women get lumps in their breast, because if you understand anatomy and physiology and how your breast is designed, your breast has a lot of fibrous tissue in it. It has a lot of muscle. So the thing is, what happens to women is that because those fine blood vessels or those fine vessels are not being cleansed properly and they get like little blockages in it, it actually forms lumps because now it's not being able to clean itself. It's like a river, So if it is you block up a river or you block up a thing and the water becomes stagnant, what happens? The whole ecosystem is going to throw off. The fishes wouldn't be able to get food. The whole ecosystem throws off. So the same applies in the body or as it relates to the breast, where you're not getting that constant blood flow. Remember, blood is responsible for transporting what? Oxygen and nutrients to your cells. So if a female is not getting proper circulation in her breast, she's not getting proper oxygen, what's going to happen? You're going to start to get lumps. The cells going to start to die, and then they tell you have breast cancer. So you see, and that's why hydration, ladies, water is so important. How much water are you drinking? Forget the nonsense. You don't like how water this tastes. That is getting very old. Getting very old. You need to drink your water. Keep in mind, we are live on our social media platforms. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And of course, on TikTok, it's Batson and Associates Limited. Keep in mind again, Nerve Restore, our product of the month. Nerve Restore is designed to help and assist with sleep, relaxation, depression, anxiety, those type of things. And we actually have it on special. There's a discount that you get with if you purchase Nerve Restore this month. So those of you who have used it, those of you who want to try it, those of you who have a problem with sleep, relaxing, depending on how bad your sleep is now, Nerve Restore helps, but you may need something in addition to Nerve Restore. So I suggest you do a consultation or a blood analysis and a consultation, that entire package, where we actually get to look at the blood. We do the magnetic resonance analysis where we're actually able to look at the circulation. Circulation is a very important thing, And a lot of people do not get proper circulation here in the brain. That's why you end up having problems with your eyes, you're having problems with your memory, you end up having problems with your cognitive function, concentration, those type of things. Okay? Ms. Frederica Joseph says, great information and advice about breast health. Thank you, Dr. Batson. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. So again, those telephone numbers and locations. Before we go, let me just take the question, DJ Mamu.
Judy says, what fibroids? What is fibroids and what causes fibroids in women? But fibroids will be in men.
Exactly, fibroids in women. And fibroids is actually in all essence. Let me put in layman terms. Fibroids is really rubbish. It's because women should do uterine cleanses. They should do different types of cleanse. And when they don't do that, you have buildup in the body. And one of the buildup that you have is fibroids. You have fibroids, you have cysts, you have polycystic ovaries. There's a product we carry at Batson and Associates called Uterine Plus, women's formula, very popular products. We never have enough. And what those products actually do is help women significantly with addressing their issues with their womb, because it actually cleans and detoxifies the womb. Very, very important. And that helps with fibroids. So fibroids actually grow. You have different types of fibroids. Fibroids, you have 5 different ones. And they're actually given names based on their location. So you have intramural fibroids, which are in the wall. You have pondulated, which is the ones they like to the top, like. Then you have subserosal, you have serosal. So there are 5 different types of fibroids, but they are all indication of imbalance, hormonal imbalance in the body. So things like the uterine formula, women's formula, digestive balance, digestive restore, Santulan, very, very important, Santulan. There are a lot of women who used to have problems with very painful menstrual cycle. When they came to Batson and Associates, especially with the Santulan, exceptionally good results. So give us a call, check out Santulan, check out the Alkagen water, find out more about the women's formula, female balance, those women who have problems with hot flashes, you feel you're going through perimenopause, you're having problems with depression, anxiety, find out about the nerve restore, and so much of the other excellent products that we carry at Batson and Associates. We got back balance circulation in stock. That's a big, big product. That product is a master for high blood pressure and circulation. We recently got it back in stock because after COVID, we weren't getting it, but we started getting it back. So that's something you could also call and get some information on. Those telephone numbers again would be 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Keep in mind, I'll be in St. James tomorrow, please God. That office for St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And of course, Debe, I'll be there on Saturday. And Debe is the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Debe is 223, my apologies, 7515. Debe is 223, that's 223-7515. Of course, person standing by to take your calls.
Right to Dr. Shalom Sohan, says, good afternoon, DJ. Say hi to the doctor. He really knows his stuff. And yes, thank him for giving us some information on the ladies. Many of these ladies are very shy about their bodies. Mm-hmm. We are living in a modern age now. Young people, old people, or elderly people, or whatever you want to call them. This is the age of technology. There's nothing wrong in asking questions about your body, how and why it should function the way it's supposed to be. Nothing is wrong with that. You have specialized people. One such person on the station right now is Dr. Batson. And if he tells you this is going to work, you have to work with him in addition to what he's going to give you. And, in other words, you work assiduously to get it done. And when it's accomplished, you say, praise the Lord. His reason for saying the final and the last resort is the operation or the surgery. That's the last resort. But he believes in curing things naturally because he's a doctor of naturopathy. This is TeacherMammoRadioTT.com. You're listening to Support Your Health Naturally, a weekly program around this time of afternoon. Today is the 27th of July, 2023. Today is the day that we had the coup, was it? I remember.
Is it, boy? What's the day today? Today is July the 27th.
Is it 27th?
I think so, How come I didn't hear anything? Is it July, boy?
Yeah, we're in July. July and August coming just now. I think today was
today's supposed to be the thing, but I didn't hear anything. Well, I didn't even get to listen to news for the day. So, but I think so. I think so.
27.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yes, Alberta
so
Francis say yes. Yeah. She was like, yeah.
yeah, she was on top of it.
Yeah, she on top of the game. So yes, it is. Miss Molly Sunarine says, "Good afternoon, doctor. Can you share some info on Celtic salt?" Okay, I'll do that just now. Miss Alberta Francis says, "What do you have to improve memory?" Cerebral is a very good product for memory, and we also have Nerve Restore Optimizer as well. Okay. Yes, Miss Susan John said, yes, hi, Doc. It's the 27th of July. Yeah, so yes, it is.
Okay.
She said, yes, it's 33 years. Whoa, that's to tell you. 33 years. Thank you so very much for that. And let me say a pleasant good afternoon to Miss Jennifer Valentine. She says, would you be in St. James tomorrow? Please, God, yes, I would be. And she also wants to find out if the tropical female is too big for you to swallow, if you can crush it. Of course, you can. You can put it in water, dissolve it, mix it in maybe your inflammation formula, any of those other liquid products you have, and of course it will help significantly.
As Vera says, thanks for the information. And yes, it is today's the 27th. It is the anniversary of the coup, the 1990 coup.
Yeah, boy.
That actually changed the history and the future of this country with respect to that. That's the first step. Where were you when that happened, Jason?
I remember that. Yeah, I was going to school still, of course, and I remember we came home the Friday, and the place busy and everything going on. That time I was living right not too far from where I am right now, which is Barrett area. Yeah. And yeah, I remember that. I remember the news, and when I remember the man who used to read news that time was Mr. Was Dominic Kalipasad, I think it was.
Dominic Kalipasad,
yeah. And then you saw the all the ruction.
Yeah,
interesting.
I was home actually, and I saw this slide came on television about the government of Trinidad and Tobago has been overthrown, and they are now in charge of blah 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 blah. That was it. We were like, "What is this going on?" I called a couple of police friends that I had in those days.
Yeah, and they verified it.
Yeah, they verified. Yes, it was cool. And the wait on further instructions: stay home, don't go anywhere. Just stay out of the road, because when that occurs, it's not a nice thing because the police can do serious damage to you.
Exactly.
They don't want
inadvertently.
Yes.
Inadvertently, yeah. So unfortunately, but
some people like to talk about it. Others say, "Listen, I don't wish to talk about it."
Yeah.
It's part of our history.
It is, and I mean, like with everything else, they say, if you don't learn from your history, then you might, what they said, you might repeat it. You're destined to repeat it. So it's a matter of learning, eh?
If you don't learn from your history, you might create history.
You might recreate it, right? Good, yes. So let's note that, and of course, let me say a pleasant good afternoon to Miss Anne-Marie Julian. She said, God bless you, Dr. Batson. Thank you for your health info. Reach home safe. Miss Gail Broker, she says, Doc, you are the best. Thank you so very much. Miss Valentine says, thank you very much, Dr. Batson. Have a blessed, I'll be blessed and always. Mr. Kevin Toppin says, which should I go first? Good evening, doctor. How can I know by the intensity of my back pain if I should visit a chiropractor or a medical doctor? Well, the thing is, what you could do is, Kevin, what I would suggest is that you need to get some sort of examination done with the back. When I say that, you may have to do an x-ray, or you might have to, if it's really serious, you might have to do an MRI or a CT scan. But the thing is, you might have to track back where the back pain came from. Is it that you fell? Is it that you lifted up something? Or, because it depends on, where it originated. Or is this a pain that you have for years now? So it might be something that is more inflammatory, something that is more because of the amount of inflammation in the bones themselves, right? So you want to answer some questions, so Mr. Toppin, where that is concerned. Did you do any sort of evaluation as regards to X-ray, MRI, CT scan, anything like that? Okay. We actually, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Doctor. Linda says Dr. DJ has a brain like a computer, Okay. Explanation on kidney stone. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Well, it depends on what you want to find out about kidney stone. The doctor will be able to tell you directly what's
going on with kidney stone. Well, the thing is, if you have kidney stones very easy.
Find out about kidney stones and how it is formed and
like that. So I can give a quick thing. Kidney stones are basically formed as a result of a number of different processes in the body, or lack of drinking water, dehydration. You have different types of stones. You have primarily 4 types. You have calcium stones, you have magnesium stones, you have uric acid stones, and you have combination stones. So a lot of people don't know that you have different types of kidney stone. And the type, of course, so if you have gout, you could possibly end up with stones in the kidney that is actually uric acid stones because of redeposits and different things that take place in the body. So with kidney stones, we can help with that. There are remedies, recommendations that we could give that actually helps you to break up the stone very fine and pass it out, which is what you want, right? So you could always visit us. You could always give us a message as regards to that. Stones, as I said, are formed sometimes by your diet. So if your diet, for example, people who eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables, so things like cauliflower, pak choy, those type of things. If you eat a lot of that and you don't drink sufficient water, you could actually build stones. If you use a lot of milk and different types of calcium, you could also build stones, and because you don't drink sufficient water or it's not being assimilated properly in the body. Either way, we could help. All right, Mr. Kevin Toppin, what I suggest though, and the question do, how long you're having this back pain? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is your worst. How bad is the back pain? Miss Cindy Holt says, hey doc, happy and healthy Thursday to you and your team. Honeybee and Honeybee and I missing you a lot. Missed you a lot. Okay, good. No problem, my dear. Miss you too. So a pleasant good afternoon to Miss Cindy Hoyde. Okay. Keep in mind as well, as I said, those numbers for the offices. Keep in mind we have some open clinic days this week, especially in the Shogunas office, so you could avail yourself of that. Those telephone numbers again for the Shogunas and the location. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number for Shogunas again is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. DJ Mamu?
Yes, Mary Reshma Mirage is in Trinidad.
Oh, nice.
She lost a sister.
Oh, wow.
And she'll be here for a couple of weeks. Well, and to tell the doctor she'll be coming home to visit the doctor very soon. So look out for Mary Reshma Mirage at any one of the well, Mary, you could go to the Shogunas, Montrose, or you could go to Pinal, anyone you prefer, and visit the doctor and satisfy yourself with whatever ache you may have, and even make yourself acquainted with the doctor. Mary Reshma Mirage of Florida is in Trinidad. Welcome to Trinidad, Mary. Thanks for the update. Also, we turn our attention to Dave of North Carolina at 9 minutes after 3. He is at his job and never, ever stops listening to this radio station, whether it be music, whether it be information from the doctor, whether it be a religious program. He just loves the quality sound of DJMamuRadioTT.com. North Carolina, thank you very much. Whenever you do come to Trinidad, we urge you to pay doctor a visit and get to see him in person. He's very personable, a very kind gentleman, as mentioned by the lady a while ago, that when you see the doctor, half of the problems actually disappear. You see? Because of the way he speaks to you and the questions he poses to you. And he makes things so simple. He simplifies everything so that you could understand what's happening. And that is the man, the specialist, professional Dr. Jason Batson. Listeners, I've been there, so I can testify. I'm a very young person, but I decide to go and check myself before I get old. See? Right, doctor?
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
I frequent his office as many times as possible as I can to ensure that my health is important, because I want to be around as long as possible. The man above says 3,010. I want to double up that. And it is possible to do it, especially when you take good care of yourself. Right?
Right.
Keep your sugar level low, your blood pressure low, eat well, find yourself in good company.
That's true. I like that.
Water, right? Laughter, play, look at life on a different level, and you will see how long you can go with that. Yeah.
Definitely. So Mr. Kevin Toppin shared some information. He said it originated in his lower back, and it started with not so much pain, but now it's really, really bad. And Kevin, that's something serious, man. Here what to do. Call the office. message the office on 314-9975, 314-9975, and leave a number or something, and I'll call you. I just need to find out something, and I'll tell you what to do. All right, boss? So that's for Kevin Toppin, right? So that number, 314-9975. Just send a message to the office and let them know who you are, and leave a contact for me, and I'll call you back. All right, Miss Susan John says, yes, he is very humble. He's a very humble man. I've been there with my mother. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, as I said, I try my best to be, man. That's a good thing. You see when mature people, elderly people raise you, you just get some qualities that you don't regret. Yeah, you get some.
And besides that, doctor himself has grown up.
Yes.
He has grown up with a number of respectable people.
Yes.
And he understands what pain is all about. So when he sees patients coming to see him, and he charms them in a particular way, that is part of the cure. That's part of his.
Me just being me.
Yeah, that's part of his virtual therapy.
Yeah.
And ensuring that all visiting Dr. Jason Batson gets better. Now, remember sometime about doctor, someone posed a question: if everybody were to come to you, gets better, what's going to happen? Well, I want to tell that person, if he or she is listening, let me tell you something. While these people are getting better, it have hundreds and thousands that are getting more worse cases.
Yeah, exactly. I will never have enough work.
You will never.
I will never have enough work. Believe me, I'll never run out of clients to deal with. Sad but true. And the thing is about it, we are about maintenance too, We have to maintain. Yeah. People don't understand. There is, and Trinbagonians and the whole, well, Trinidadians, let me just say, because the Tibagonians are a different way where the maintenance is concerned. We especially do not understand the importance of preventative maintenance. If you look at the US, in terms of what they do with certain things like the trains and certain countries in the world, Europe and that kind of thing, you have to have preventative maintenance, bridges, trains, buses, those ferries that may be working in different parts to transport people from one point to the next. The point is, aircrafts, your vehicle, your car, when you jump in your car in the morning, just don't check the car and go and drive. You have to check your oil, you have to check your water, you check your tires, that kind of thing. The question is, who is checking you? What you checking? How your eyes working? How your liver working? How your kidney? Cancer. I was doing some research recently on cancer. It was something that I had to see about. And let me tell you something. Cancer, most of the time when people diagnose that with cancer, what stage the cancer is be? DJ Mamu, you ever hear anybody diagnosed with stage 1 cancer? Very rare. Stage 1. You don't ever hear about stage 1 cancer? You normally hear stage 4 and stage 5. And the reason for that is that cancer only becomes noticeable to the body when it starts to hurt, when it starts pressing something, you get a tumor and it's growing and it's growing and growing. Before that, you didn't know that. And let me tell you something, a lot of people have tumors. Those tumors, they're 10 years growing now, 20 years growing now. So the point is, prevention is better than cure. You can't be that. And there are things that we do preventative protocols. And that's why I love the blood analysis so much, because the blood analysis gives you in-depth information so that you actually help the patient properly. So Mr. Kevin Toppin, okay, thanks a million. You're welcome, sir. Honeybay says, Cindy Hoyt are right here silently patrolling and supporting my mister. I like that. Pleasant good evening to you, Honeybay. Miss Elizabeth Mary says, good early evening, Dr. Batson and Associates. When taking detoxification teas, would you allow enemas along with female vaginal herbal products? Yes, I would. I would. But you remember, keep in mind, once you're doing that, you'll be drinking a lot of water. So what she's asking is that when you're doing a detoxification, would I also recommend the use of enemas as well as female vaginal herbal products? And the answer is yes. Because remember, in a case that you're detoxifying the entire body. So if you could give those two areas, which is gastrointestinal as well as the vaginal area, even more attention, the detoxification would be a total detox. In fact, what Batson and Associates is going to do very soon, very shortly, without saying too much, is that we are going to actually have our entire detox department, and that is detox for everything. You're going to have kidney detox, eye detox, liver detox, nerve detox, gallbladder detox, you name it. Every single detox you can think about, we're going to have that. because we have heavy metal detox, because there are some people who work, for example, in oil and gas. Some people, because of your profession, you might come into contact with things like ammonia. You might be a cleaner, and you're using Clorox, bleach every day. You know, when you're smelling that thing going on your hands, it going in your skin. Anything that go in your hand, go in your skin, eventually go away into your bloodstream. So cleansing and detoxification is very important. So Elizabeth Mary, I second that there. And of course, keep in mind again, you can give us a call or visit those telephone numbers quickly. Call time is almost up. Go on us. It's 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is the corner of Ramsamud Trace and the SS Erin Main Road, Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. I'm in St. James tomorrow, please God. I'm in Debe on Saturday. St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And of course, Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number for Tobago is 226-4553. That's 226-4553. International clients, you can call or WhatsApp on 1-868-373-2388. And of course, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. May God continue to bless you and your family. Be safe. Remember to like us, share us, follow us, tag 5 friends on our social medias. We are Batson and Associates on Facebook, Batson and Associates Limited. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And TikTok, we are Batson and Associates Limited. To all our social media followers, Mohammed45 says Santulan. So I don't know if you want Santulan or you use Santulan. Ms. Jalilfa Valentine, pleasant good afternoon to you. And to all you guys, look out for us on Sunday, because Sunday we're going to have our live. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. DJ Mamu, sir, always a pleasure. Thank you again. Do enjoy the rest of your afternoon, sir. We hear?
Well, I know you hear him, but
I hear me saying he talking to.
he talking about like he changed the frequency. Yeah, that might be something on his end.
Okay, so guys, I'll watch the reply. God bless to you and associate Sharon Theodore. Good day, Dr. Batson. I am late, but I'm here now. I will watch the replay. Or the replay, good, no problem. Take care, guys. God bless. Remember, Sunday, we in the house Sunday from 9. I do apologize. Last Sunday, I had a little emergency, and we'll organize the suit. Take care, guys. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day.